Hey, hope your day's going well. Welcome to Dead Finance, where I share my personal financial journey while also playing some Deadlock in the background. In this video, I'm going to be sharing why I chose to hold Treasury Bills, also known as T-bills, as a place to store cash. I'll also be sharing how much interest I've earned from holding $35,000 worth of T-bills in 2025, and why in 2026 I'm going to be moving away from T-bills. But before we get into that, I must stress that I'm not a financial expert. I'm only sharing my personal financial journey, and nothing in this video should be taken as financial advice. It's just simply entertainment. Let's get into it. If you are unfamiliar with T-bills, they are essentially a bond issued by the United States government, which matures in a short duration from the time of purchase. The time until maturity ranges from 4 weeks to a year, and the reason I held T-bills, other low-risk cash-saving options, such as a high-yield savings account, is due to the interest rate that T-bills offer and how that interest is taxed. Over the course of 2025, T-bills on average maintained a higher interest rate than most high-yield savings accounts. When it comes to taxes, only federal tax is owed on the interest earned, not state tax. Whereas with a high-yield savings account, the interest you earn is taxed at both the state and federal level. Although the thought of home ownership is still mostly a dream for me, the reason I'm holding this amount in T-bills is to start saving for a down payment. And I chose them as a low-risk way to hold my down payment savings while earning some extra money on the side. In 2025, I started with $30,000, and I contributed an additional $2,000 in May, and then another $3,000 in October, which brought the total to $35,000. So now that I shared what T-bills are and why I personally chose to park my savings in them, how much did that 35 grand earn me in interest? So over the course of 2025, that $30,000 to $35,000 earned $1,332 in interest, which is amazing, especially since that was money I'd kind of set aside and didn't touch at all. And another cool thing about that rate of return is that it was roughly an average of 3.8% interest rate over that year, which was greater than the rate of inflation. So not only was I gaining money, I was gaining money higher than the rate at which I would, in theory, be losing it if it were to just sit in like a checking account. Now, I did mention in the beginning that I would no longer be holding T-bills directly in the future. So what am I going to be doing instead? Unfortunately, I haven't found a home yet, so still going to be saving for that. Recently, have begun moving my $35,000 into an ETF called SGOV. That's SGOV. And SGOV is a fund that holds 1 to 3 month Treasury bills and pays interest earned from those bills on a monthly basis. Given it is a managed fund, there is a fee, and it's 0.09%, which means that if you had $10,000 invested in this fund, you would have to pay a fee of $9 just once a year. So you might be asking, well, why would I stop purchasing and holding my own T-bills just to pay a fee for somebody else to manage them? And really the main reason is liquidity. When you buy a T-bill, that money is locked in that bill until that maturity date is reached. Given this savings is meant for home down payment, I might need to access that money on a short notice if I'm really trying to lock in a house or get my down payment going. So by being in a fund, I can exit that position and receive all the money within a few days. Whereas with the bills that I held, some would mature on the monthly basis, while others would take several months to mature, which means I would have to wait several months for that money to hit my account. Another reason I wanted to move to SGOV is that all the interest that I earn is automatically reinvested into the fund, similar to reinvesting the dividends earned from stocks. Whereas with T-bills that I would be purchasing myself, the interest payment goes directly to my bank account and only that initial investment will be reinvested into the new bill. This means that with Escov, the interest I earn will be compounding with any additional contributions I'm making, therefore increasing my total return over time. I am planning on also holding some of my emergency fund in Escov due to the reasons I just mentioned. At the moment, I have roughly 3 months worth of expenses in a high yield savings account. Going forward, I'll likely keep the 3 months in that account, but I'm planning on contributing an additional 3 months of expenses to Escov in combination with the house down payment. That way I can have 6 months of expenses saved up. Well, that's all I had for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, give the video a like and comment below where you would keep your emergency fund or the money you're trying to save for a down payment, whether it's for a vehicle or a home. If you'd like to see more content from this channel, please subscribe and hit that bell so that way you know when a video drops. I plan on doing a whole video that shares how my net worth changed from the time I graduated college in 2019 to where I am today at 28 years old. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Take it easy.
Get ready for his ult. Get ready for the ult.
Oh, look at it.